So, are we ready? Grab your popcorn, grab your chocolate bars, ice cream, because it's gonna be sensational. Okay? Let's get right into it. So, this pandemic has really been a very tough situation, a time of, thoughts and thinking. And also, I celebrated my birthday, which was April 18th. Very long, a long time ago. And I think there's something about when we are getting older, there's just something to there's just something when you're reaching a landmark of your life and you're like, wow, I'm getting old. And then you start asking yourself questions that what's happening, why I want to be here, I wanted to be this at this time, oh, when I was a kid, when I was writing my wish list, I wanted to be this and that, and all those questions kept coming closer to my birthday. And well, we can't let that get the best of us. Life moves on. So, main story. So I got talking to this guy, right? We're trying to mend our nets and also mend our paths to marriage. Not marriage per se, just, mending our ways to having a committed relationship. Okay? So I was talking to this guy. I thought we were vibing in that, getting to know each other, and we're just chilling. Seriously. Okay, so we got talking, actually from the same place, which I was like, oh wow, cool. So when you get to that stage of getting to know someone, so you're asking questions and I'm asking questions just to get an understanding of each other and if we share the same values and stuff like that, right? So one day uncle asked, wow, so what do you do for fun? What do you like doing when maybe on your off day or when you don't have so much work on your hands? And I don't know why, but for some reason I emphasize the fact that I'm a church going person. Like on a normal day I actually would not emphasize that, but for some reason I just decided to just talk about it and just talk about how much I loved God. It was so weird. Because after that conversation, I thought about it and I was like, wow. Like, I've never actually talked to someone about how much I go to church the way I actually talked to this guy and explained this to him. It was weird. So he talked to me. I said, of course he talked to me. So he asked me, right? And I was like, so most of the time I actually love going to church. I really don't have so much friends, which is the truth. I don't really have a lot of friends. So I'm mostly occupied with church, or sometimes I can go, sometimes I do photography, like I take pictures or I'm editing videos and stuff like that, or maybe sometimes I can go to the movies. And my life is very basic, nothing so particular, nothing really going on. So funny. And I was really feeling myself. I was like, yeah, I like going to church. Like I go to church. It's that church was entering inside everything, entering, penetrating. I was in my mind I was like, I'm sure there's something else you like, but it wasn't coming out for some reason. Anyways, so after I finished all the talk, the phone was silent. It legit went silent. I was like, oh, like I had to check my phone. I was like, hello? And he was like, oh yeah, hello. I was like, oh, this uncle was like, you know what, I'm really feeling sleepy. Wow, it was really good talking to you. Okay, I'll probably call you back and we'll talk later tomorrow. It's pretty late, so I need to go sleep. All right, so take care, have a good time, goodbye. When I tell you that goodbye was a final shutting down, it was a final goodbye, like, baby girl, it's like the way we are going, you are not my her and I am not your him. So let's be I don't know how my voice just changed like that. So let's be going our own separate ways. And funny enough, like that was the end. Like literally, like since then we haven't actually talked. And it just made me realize that, okay, so something I was talking to my friend, and I was just explaining to her how, like for how people say, oh, I want a manner person, someone who is spiritually grounded, someone who goes to church, someone is this, someone is that. Some people don't actually like someone who is too churchy, like morning, afternoon, night, kind of churchy. Now, like it was just so funny, but it's the truth. Like we sometimes we say we want something, but we don't want too much of it. So what do you really want? Is yes or no? You can't be in the middle. Okay, so I just felt like that really made me to understand that sometimes we might want something, but when we actually find, when we get it, we might not really care about it. But like it was just fascinating. I was like, wow, it was, I don't know. I was uh, like, and like it was just so funny, and it was just so, it was at the same time, I was like, I just at that moment, like when I was like, oh yeah, sure, good night, I just knew that we weren't going to talk again. Like there was just that conviction that nah, like there's nothing here, there's nothing happening. And I was like, oh, is there something about being a church person? Because I felt like, there's no time to be faking or pretending. Just let everything be out there. Let's all be honest. Um, on a normal day, I wouldn't have been so outspoken about, how the church person I am. But I mean, how by when we start getting to each other and talking more, you will realize how much I talk about God. Like it will just come out by itself. But for some reason, I was so particular about, how I'm spiritually grounded. And I think probably like he wasn't someone who was like comfortable with that fact. Maybe it was too serious for him, and he was not just, in that kind. Maybe he didn't want someone who was judgmental, because sometimes a lot of people think Christians are very judgmental, someone who is going to be controlling or monitoring or questioning every single thing you do. Be sure of what you want. Be sure of what you want. Like just make sure that not necessarily have a list, but just have in mind the kind of person you're looking for, the kind of person that you were searching for. Just so that like you're not wasting anybody's time. And I guess like this was actually a sign. When you tell God, remove people away from people that I don't need. Daddy, remove them. Father, evacuate them. So this was an evacuation mode. God evacuated a person that I did not need. Took him out. Just like that. So all these prayers we used to pray are essential. Father, hey. So I mean, so thank God, Father, the people that I don't need, as I'm searching for the right one, as I'm in the market, as I'm single and available, and just looking beautiful, and just, just glowing in God's presence. I'm just, hi, Jesus. Just nigga do, just nigga do the beauty, as I'm just, chilling on my own and just waiting for the one God has planned for me and God has prepared for me. I'm just waiting for Him. I don't want to fall into a trap of a demon. I don't want to fall into the trap of an agent of darkness that will lead me into the wrong place. So that was a sign. Like, did he just chill? Or just maybe it's a sign that I'm just a pretty boring person. It could be so many things. So it is what it is. So anyways, guys, that's it. So what do you think? Let's share ideas and let's exchange ideas. Hopefully the next guy you're talking to, or the next girl you are talking to, will not tell you a final good night. And you'll be thinking, oh my Lord. These are the stories that make me laugh. Like, it's just so funny. But anyways, yeah, that's all we have for today. Hope you guys have a lovely day and a fantastic day. And stay blessed. God loves you so much. Bye guys.